saying this is why we can't have nice things encapsulates exactly what I feel about this game today. Hey guys, what's up? How are you doing? The 49ers totally outclassed the Patriots today, winning 33-6, a rout of epic proportions. But the Niners did not escape this game without more injuries. And now it's starting to affect like star players. Jeff Wilson Jr., even though you wouldn't consider him a star, he's one of our depth running backs, had a huge game today before getting injured. 17 carries, 112 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had a 6.6 average per carry. Just amazing. And then what they're saying now is he left the game with a high ankle sprain, so who knows how long he's going to be out. The Niners' run game played amazing in this game. JaMycal Hasty had 9 carries for 57 yards. He averaged 6.3 yards a carry. It's unfortunate, man. Like you sit here and you try to look at the positives, and yeah, we won pretty convincingly. But then you look at the fact that we suffered some more injury setbacks, and it's going to get to a point where these injuries are going to start to affect us, and to the point where we're not going to be able to win games because we're just going to be playing with a bunch of backups and street free agents. To this point, our depth has been really well and done really good. But the one that has me worried more than anything is Deebo Samuel. On a run that maybe he shouldn't have been in on, some would argue, he pulled up with a hamstring. Who knows what the severity is? I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow or in the coming week. He had a great game today. He had 5 catches for 65 yards, 13 yards per reception. Brandon Ayuk had 6 catches for 115 yards, almost 20 yards per reception. Unbelievable. Kittle, 5 for 55. And then a smattering of others. The Niners played a really good, just complimentary football. I will say Jimmy Garoppolo did not play bad. He was 20 of 25 for 277 yards, but he threw 2 interceptions. The one interception was just, I don't know what kind of lame duck Hail Mary that was. I just feel like he still doesn't have his feet underneath him because he's still sailing balls. The deep shot to Ayuk, if he would have had that more inside, probably would have been a touchdown. The other interception to Kittle was just a bad throw. He just sailed it, and it's just hard to make an accurate assessment on him. He's good with a lot of these gadget plays and these scripted and carefully calculated plays that Kyle draws up. But when he has to kind of go on his own, it's 50-50 really. Now let's talk about the defense, and let's talk about Fred Warner being the best linebacker in football. He played an absolute stellar game. That interception that he had was awesome. Just an awesome play. To get it down near his fingertips or near his feet was just a great play. And then the Niners in general, their secondary played outstanding, registering 4 interceptions, 2 by Jamar Taylor, 1 by Emmanuel Mosley, and then, of course, the 1 by Fred Warner. The Niners' defense played pretty solid. Not much of a pass rush, but as far as sacks, but they did get some pressure on the quarterback today, I must say. They played really well. This team, you can say what you want about some of the personnel decisions that have been made, but Fred Warner has been one of the biggest finds that we've had since the Lynn Shanahan era took over, and he's going to have to get paid. You start looking at some of the guys on the roster who we could get rid of, and you look at some of the players that we've signed to big deals that aren't contributing because they're injured, and you start thinking, well, we could siphon some of that money into his contract eventually when it comes up. So we'll see on that. I thought the 2 safeties played well today. Tarvarius Moore looked really good. And it's just a matter of, the Niners have good depth right now. But this is kind of where it's starting to kind of lean into that, if we're one more injury away in certain areas, then we're really going to suffer. Verrett was a little nicked up, but came back into the game. He played really, really well. So, the Niners played well. The running game was stellar. Jimmy was, I would say, pedestrian. He wasn't bad, but, he has that one interception that makes you just want to punch somebody in the face. And then just that deep shot. I don't know what kind of, just that ball was so fluttery. I don't know. I don't think his ankle is quite right. So we will see. The thing I'm looking forward to now is seeing how we're going to respond with these injuries, because I think even Richie James Jr. was nicked up in this game. So who knows if the Niners are going to have to make a trade for a wide receiver. They can't call up Jawan Jennings from the practice squad because he's hurt. So if the Niners might have to look to free agency or trade to bring a wide receiver in, they don't want to give up any picks for that, but they're unbelievably thin now if Debo's going to miss some time. So we will wait and see on all these things. A very, very satisfying win against a really good coach. This isn't Tom Brady's Patriots for sure. Cam Newton is a shell of himself, and they don't have a lot of weapons, but you're supposed to beat the teams on your schedule, no matter who they are and at what level of how good or bad they are. So the Niners did just that. Now they play Seattle next week, a game I think they can win. Seattle's defense is very gettable. It's just going to be a matter of our defense playing against their offense, but we will wait and see. We have some time. We'll talk more about that during the week, but you guys take care. Everybody stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. See ya.